Hello, Couch Co-opers, Couch Potatoes, and Couch Codependents. This is the Couch Co-op Show, and I'm Ian. I got Nick, Jared, and Dave with me on the show.
Woo!
Hey, what's up?
It's a happy Portland Retro Gaming Expo weekend.
Yeah, exciting.
Wah, wah. We did not go.
Yeah, it's the first year in a long time where we all didn't join hands and skip through the hallways of the Retro Expo.
I was really hearing it from the Usoff, Mappy Man, Dirty Doors crew of the group text I'm in with those guys. They're very, you should come out. No, I'm not going to come out. You should come out. We got a badge. You can use it. No, I don't want it.
I know I got offered a free badge as well for Saturday, Sunday because I got one, and I was like, I just didn't feel like doing it. Although look, the home computer area that they've added looked pretty cool, but now they've got like a Lego zone and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it's going more Comic-Con-y, where it's bigger.
It kind of has over the last couple of years been a lot more like video game adjacent vendors that just selling like merchandise basically.
But one of the shitty things is they got rid of the DJs because they didn't want to pay them this year, and then they hired a bunch more. Obviously just a bunch of celebrities. Come and sign our photographs.
Yeah,
you could see the voice actors. I mean, there's some voice actors in Metal Gear Solid and stuff. I mean, that's cool, I guess, but it's like they don't play video games. They just, I don't know. That's a whole level of like, I don't care.
Meta fandom, yeah.
But it's cool. I'm sure it was super. They had a fire alarm go off yesterday.
Yeah, I heard that.
They all had to exit.
Evacuate,
I heard that was pretty. They blamed me for that. The Yusef and Mappy Man.
Of course.
Anyway, how's everyone doing? Aside from that, everyone having a good weekend? Chill weekend?
Yeah, doing good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Nick and I got together last night and did a little couch co-hop. We drank this beer right here.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Electric Surfboard Double IPA.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You can find that episode out now. But we should just in time to wild air and wandered in.
Yeah. Even if you still had that 10-minute thing, he still made it.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know what you're talking about, Nick.
Yeah, what?
Catch him before he runs away.
Technically, we started 6 minutes late, so.
Oh, are we a little optimistic? I just see a picture. There's
That's
no
all right.
video
It's
yet.
just a placeholder. Well, in the meantime, before we get to the video game stuff, we'll just start with Nick. You have a beer battle tonight, Nick?
I do. Going with the fresh hop time of the year. I have a Frame West Coast IPA going up against a Ruse Brewing West Coast IPA. Of course, I don't know what the TDH on it means, but whatever.
Triple dry hopped, probably.
Yeah, triple dry hop, yeah.
Oh, yes, it is. Okay, that makes sense because
that does make sense.
I was reading
To die honorably.
Both will apply here.
I surely hope so.
Yeah, I'll get into it when I get to that can. I think for now, I'm going to start with the frame. Start with the devil I know versus the one I don't.
Awesome. Well,
Great.
while you crack into that, you get enjoying it, and we'll throw it over to Jared. Jared, what happened on this day in gaming history?
Well, for many, it's a very important day. For people, 28 years ago, when the Nintendo 64 launched.
Holy shit.
I did see
cow.
that. And don't forget,
You remember its launch games?
Pilot Wings. Wasn't Mario a launch game for it?
Yes.
F-Zero? No? F-Zero?
That's it. Just
No,
those
that's it.
two.
Oh, just those
Yeah.
two.
I remember people
two
complaining
games
about it. Yeah.
on launch day.
And then everyone played
That's
Mario
so wild.
64 and was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, so that all happened in 1996.
Yeah, the year I graduated.
And then in 99 for the PlayStation, there was a couple of very notable games that came out. Well, specifically for me, Suikoden 2. I loved that first two games, which are getting remastered and coming out soon. So that's cool. Maybe someday I'll pick those up. And also, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
The start of it.
The original was, they're both 25 years old. That's so crazy.
Wild.
Yeah, it's so nuts. And back in 1983, there may have been some wild speculation, but later proven to be true, where Atari dumped 14 to 20 truckloads of game cartridges and other computer crap in a landfill in Alamogordo, New Mexico.
Nice.
5 to 6 million cartridges of ET are included.
Ooh.
But it was like a bunch of
Woof.
games, wasn't it? It was like a lot
Yes.
of shit. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
There was a whole bunch of stuff. Aaron, your mic is not working, if you're wondering.
Are you
But
muted?
yeah, so that was 1983.
Where at in Alamogordo did they dump it?
The local
A
dump,
landfill.
wasn't it?
The landfill.
By the look
I'm
on
just
Nick's
Not,
face, he has
not being like sarcastic.
There's a
but-
documentary though. There's that documentary about that, and they go out there and when they dig it up and they find it all.
Yeah, because everyone was like, "Oh, it's an urban legend," and all the rest of it. And someone went out there a few years back and actually found it all.
Yeah, pretty interesting story there.
But yeah, cool. All right, and that's
Yeah.
been.
And that is this day in gaming history.
You need some effects on you. You need like little effects but a little echo.
It needs to
Well,
go like that.
the
This
other
game-
microphone
game.
setup I had ready to go had that stuff.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah.
It must
Yeah,
be. It must
so-
be. It's what it's. Then it's looping through the audio
Yep.
back into the
Yeah.
program again. Somehow you gotta like turn that off. I don't know. how
Something.
you-
Well, I tested. I recorded a whole bunch of stuff talking to it, and it wasn't.
You sounded fine. It's just
Yeah.
Everybody else was
our
echoing.
program
Yeah.
audio is being fed to you and then
Oh.
back to us.
Oh yes. There was a button I could have pushed to cancel that. Yes.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Yeah,
then.
that's
Yes.
the button you need.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes. Then next time we can
Okay.
try it. We can try it again
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah.
and-
Next time I can try that out.
Yeah, that's what it wasn't like an echo. It was we're just getting a return. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I actually heard my own voice, which was disgusting. Thanks.
Oh,
Jared. You ruined my night.
What are you talking? You don't listen to the podcast?
Not when I'm on.
Yeah. He already knows what we're all gonna say. I mean, why
Yeah.
would he be on?
That's true. Poor Aaron. You like having like new Airbud situation? Yeah, he's still
Yeah.
muted. Poor-
Yeah, just go into your Discord audio video settings and make sure your default is to whatever microphone that you want to use, Aaron.
All right. In the meantime, we will continue on with. I guess Dave, did you? I know you were busy today, but did you find time to play a demo?
I did actually play a demo, and it was horrendous.
Oh, great!
Way to spoil it. It's a game. I was just looking through, and I picked one just because of the picture, and it was called A Burger in Space.
A
Burger in
burger in space. Okay.
Yeah, you're this little hamburger cheeseburger spacecraft, and you've got to land on the landing pad. But the controls, I used to play a game called Thrust that I really enjoyed, where you control a spaceship, and by varying the thrust, you can kind of fly it around. And this is a variation on that, except all the physics is shit.
Huh.
The top of the screen, it's like stars, and you can't tell whether you get into the top before you've already got to the top, and you blow up if you hit the top. So that was kind of frustrating. The best part about it was the music. I quite liked the music. It was just the same tune over and over. But it was a pretty good tune.
Huh.
I think that was the best bit about it. It's $3.50.
Okay,
And you can get platinum on it.
Overpriced.
has a platinum.
Yeah, it has a platinum.
There you go.
And
there you go. Well priced.
Here's the description from the talented developers at Jumping Food Games.
Mhm.
Comes a new, exciting gaming experience, A Burger in Space. Take on the role of Big B and pilot a unique spaceship in the shape of a burger through infinite space.
Yeah. What a description.
So original. What kind of?
yeah.
Is it like,
And
is it
there's
like Atari graphics? What do we got talking here?
No, mobile game
Oh,
graphics.
okay.
Heavily influenced, if I was to say, by Angry Birds.
Hmm.
Like, you get you've got a time limit to land, and you get 1, 2, 3 stars depending on whether you beat it and all the rest of it. And so it was it was pretty bad. The controls just weren't. The graphics were passable, and if the physics had been good, it could have been a decent little like lander type game, you know, skill and all the rest of it. But because it was so touchy and just annoying, it was kind of the collision detection was kind of shit. Like one of them, I landed on the pad and then fell off, and it blew me up. But the second time, I landed on the pad and fell off, but because I'd bounced before on the pad and fell off, it counted it as a win. It was just like it's just really janky, but obviously pushed out, you know, by someone to, you know, just it struck me as like someone either figuring out like how to get basic kind of a basic PlayStation game running, if you know what I mean.
Right.
They were just happy that the buttons did things and the graphics moved around in relation to what buttons you pressed.
Huh.
And it's just the one basic level, like just land the ship here.
Yeah, well, it's multiple. It's like Angry Birds again. There's multiple levels, and it gives you the first 3 or 4, and there's like, you know, they're in groups of like 3 or 4, I guess, and there's probably 20, 30 levels all told, you know.
What do you want to venture to guess on our show, on some of these demos? This is the most anyone will ever talk about these types of games. Like, even the full games, we'll never get a full, like, 5-minute talk about. Like, these people should be, like... Anyway, even though we were going to tell them that their game is horrendous.
Well, that's the other thing.
So it's jumping for joy.
Yeah,
it's got 100 and... well, the other reason I picked it was because it was 3.63 stars out of 5.
Oh, my God. That's just their team.
Yeah, so I mean, it's got 156 ratings. 55% of them are 5-star, 24% of them are 1-star, and then a smattering individual, 6, 7, 8% for everything else.
I wonder what the chances that you're just wrong about this awesome game, Dave.
Well, if I am, I invite you to play it, and you can tell me next week how wrong I am.
Yeah, that's right. You can play the demo. Yeah.
I'll play the demo.
You're signed up.
No, I'm not going to. I trust Dave.
The only saving grace was the demo was pretty short, and I was glad it was. It could have been. It was kind of sad because it could have been a fun little idea for a game. It's not like, the best idea, but it could have been. There's just no humor in it either, which is kind of. So.
Which is weird. If you're playing a burger in space, you would think it would have humor, but oh well.
Yeah.
Like what? They don't even explain why there's a burger in space.
No.
Cool.
I think it's just a platinum farm.
It's a buy, try, die. I think we're gonna let this one die.
Yeah, I think I would. Although I think you should try it, Ian. And next time you miss the show and we have to give you a thing,
maybe it's a easy platinum, Ian. Maybe you could buy it, $350.
No. I think we'll let this burger die in space. Yeah, cool. Well, thanks, Dave, for taking one for the. Taking one for the team. I guess I don't know. I'm always curious on how you decide to pick a demo. I'm sure there's other games that are actually more gamey.
Well, yeah, there was a couple. There's one by the Persona crew that looked like I just wasn't in the mood for an RPG. I picked this one just honestly because of the picture and the name. I was like, it doesn't tell you what it is. And then there was a bunch of currently there's a bunch of Halloween based jump scare and VR stuff, and I didn't feel like putting the bucket on.
Who does?
No, I've had a headache all day, and the last thing I wanted to do was,
immerse yourself.
Yeah, put VR on and be sick as well.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, all right. Thanks, Dave, for that. How's that beer going? How's it tasting there, Mr. Beerstro?
It's pretty good.
Pretty good? Light? What's the ABV on that sucker?
6.9 actually. Ooh, so
it's a big boy.
I mean, not too light, but I've got their website up, but Frame has their flavor profile of tropical strawberries and sweet cannabis, and I mean,
sweet cannabis. I've never actually
Never heard that as a
So-
descriptor for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if I can really speak on that or not. Strawberries, maybe just a very slight hint. Maybe not. Tropical, yeah, okay. I guess so.
Now we're in the
But
haunted house
let's
of
see what they-
Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron
Yeah,
Stevens.
He's
Joke.
having headset issues.
His microphone. Well, I think he can hear us. I don't think he can. His microphone's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
working for some reason. So hopefully he's going to find. Wasn't he using? Doesn't he usually use earbuds? I always thought he.
Yeah, he had a different headset on.
Anyway, cool, Nick. Well, we'll let you continue to drink that down, and we'll circle back.
And it's clear.
Oh,
which
it's
is,
clear.
Call back to
Last night.
Couch Co-op.
Yeah. We drank this same beer, both of us. This electric surfboard. Mine was clear, and his was hazy.
Weird.
They were only canned a month apart, and we were trying to why was that? I don't know.
Did you ever rinse out your can? By the way,
I didn't rinse it out.
Oh, okay.
Should I have rinsed it out?
Just for curiosity's sake.
See if there's sediment and stuff. But that would have needed a lot of. I mean, it was literally clear. Mine was clear.
Like night and day kind of.
Yeah, it was weird. Anyway, if you're
Wait,
curious about that, you can go to the episode and
sneak
watch
in
it.
Sneaking a plug
That's
for
true.
Couch Co-op.
Yeah, Couch Co-op.
All right. Well, Dave, surprisingly, not surprisingly. I mean, this is twice this year. This is the second brand new game he's played this year. But Dave and I have both been playing Space Marine 2 or Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2.
We actually haven't played it together.
We haven't played it together yet, no. Which I look forward to doing. We should try that for sure. But I had no idea you were gonna get it. What made you decide to buy it?
I found a disc copy at Fred's, and I had a load of bottle money money, so I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll take that." 'Cause I've been looking for a disc copy. I didn't want to buy a digital copy, and especially I was hoping Fred's would have it, and for some reason they did. They just had one copy, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I've got enough money on the."
Was it actually on the disc, or was it a big patch download?
Big patch download.
Oh, see, so it wasn't on the disc.
There's probably something on the disc, but not much, usually. But this way I can loan it to Jared or Aaron or someone.
Oh boy. Cool.
I like that idea.
But not for a while.
Anyway,
of course.
Anyway, this is the sequel to Space Marine the original game that came out on the PS3 and Xbox 360. I believe most of us that have PS3 Plus at the time, we got it for free back then. So that's how I have it. I know.
Yeah, I think I played it back then.
I played it. I don't remember. Dave, did you play it?
I might have played it at one of your places, but I was at Xbox back then, so.
That's right.
I don't think I ever bought it. I might have bought it, but I don't remember it, so probably not.
How about you, Nick? Do you have any experience with the 40K Space Marine game original? No.
None whatsoever, unfortunately.
Aaron, shaking head up and down. Yes or no? Aaron has no recollection of Space Marine. Well, I did play it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great third-person hack and slash shooty game. And this new one from Saber and Focus, what's it? Something Focus, or is it just Focus Interactive or something like that? Anyway, this new publisher and new developer to this game, who they generally make like AA games, not like AAA games, but this game, this is like their, I don't know, they decided to take this property and just really make a fucking video game, because I think it looks and plays fucking sick. There's a lot of buzz about this game right now. I think that speaks to why there's only one copy at Fred Meyer's, but holy shit, it's super impressive. I don't know how much...
the swarms look great. When they're climbing the walls and you can kind of like shoot the low ones out and they fall down.
Or you can throw a grenade into them and then it'll blow up and then they'll fall back. It's so these guys made the World War Z game, and so if you know that
Okay.
movie and that they have
Yeah,
the swarm stuff, that's where that comes
Yeah.
from, and they implemented that tech into this game, and it's super cool. And they'll be coming from everywhere. It's wild, like the amount of crap that is just running on the screen sometimes is crazy.
Huh.
But then the game looks fucking awesome. Like the character models looks awesome, and you walk and you're weighty. A Space Marine is like this bioengineered, overly big dudes.
Yeah.
Like, they're like way bigger than like normal human people.
like Arnold Schwarzenegger on crack.
Even more so. Like it's
Yeah.
it's like a anyway. They're like giants, but they're just badasses. And I've played it for about 4 or 5 hours so far. So I'm through the tutorial and the first 2 missions. How far have you gotten into it, Dave?
I just did the one where you have to defend the dish.
Right.
I don't know if you got to that one. And I've found that it's just starting to. I'm on normal difficulty, and it is getting challenging. I think I need to go back and review the block system because I'm having problems with that a little.
Yeah, so it does have a parry system. It's interesting. It does have a.
It's the red and the blue, and I can never remember.
So the
which
blue
one's
is the
which.
parry, and then
Yeah.
the red is the dodge. So when they do red, you can't parry it. You have to dodge roll
Yeah, you have
out
to
of
press.
the way.
Is it circle? Is it for roll on?
No,
that?
it's X. I think it's X.
Well, there's off a problem.
And then parry is L1.
Yep, I can do the parry.
Yeah.
That one, not always, but enough that
Yeah. And it's cool too, because obviously bosses you can parry their moves, certain moves, but then just like the little guys will come and you'll parry them and you'll just grab them and you'll do like this cool just instant kill.
Slam
It's
him, yeah,
pretty
into
awesome. There's a lot of cool execution animations, and then the game is kind of set up like Doom 2016, where you're incentivized to kind of do certain things to like get your shields back. So like if you kill and execute a dude, your shields will replenish instantly. So that kind of stuff, kind of like how Doom you would kill or punch, whatever. You get health versus shields. It doesn't take it to that level, granular level, but there is a little bit of that. So you find yourself always kind of shooting and melee killing. Like both feel great, and you're constantly doing both. It's wild.
And with the big bad guys, once you knock them down, you kind of have to do the R3 kill, otherwise it takes a load of bullets. And
yeah, it's faster.
Yeah, it is faster
because then there's always another 20 of them behind you or some shit. So you gotta get them off the. Anyway, yeah. So I'm so far I've been just super impressed. I think the voice acting is cool. I think I messaged
Henry Cavill, shouldn't it?
It would be cool since he's super into it, and he and just seeing his information. He's already tweeted out or whatever how much he's really enjoying the game. He played it on the hardest difficulty.
Nice.
But he's hardcore. But no, it's I posted in our Discord about it's a world that I am super curious about, and I've been super it's always very interesting to see it and be in it.
Yeah.
But it's I know it's so much that I don't know
there's so much lore, isn't there, behind it, and from what I've read. Because I remember playing the tabletop thing in the early 90s, in high school. So it's that's how long ago it's been, and it was going well before then.
It is a very kind of quintessential British tabletop game, though, right? For the most part.
Yeah, it's like miniatures. I don't know if you've last time I was in Manchester, we were walking down the street and they had the Warhammer 40,000 shop. And in the window, they had this just battle of they'd got all the painted miniatures, and there was smoke and all the rest of it.
That's cool.
It was pretty spectacular from a model making standpoint.
Wasn't it Game Workshops or something?
Yeah, Games Workshop. That's it. That's
because I've seen it. I remember I've seen that place. I think I saw one in France, but I've definitely seen one in England. The very limited time I was there, but
yeah.
This little sign is it's like Capcom looking, but it's instead of yellow and blue, it's yellow and red or yellow and orange.
The colors, but yeah,
Game Workshops. But yeah, there's.
I just remember going up to Preston. One of the first times I went into Games Workshop, I went to Preston, and we went in one. And then my friend dropped the most spectacular fart that cleared the whole store.
You did a carpet bomb, did you?
He did.
Yeah.
He did a Dave on Killians and
Yeah.
antibiotics. Is what you're
Yeah,
saying?
it was like, whoa. I mean, we must have been about 13, 14.
I don't know if you've ever been in like a gale force wind, Nick, when Dave has released one of his Kraken farts and it just hangs around, like it defies wind. It just sits there against the wind, like it molecularly can hang.
Yeah,
Anyway,
the outdoor ones, yeah.
It's science. Anyway, yeah. So I'm pretty early in. It just sounds like you are as well. Obviously, we just got it. I haven't. I think the game came out a couple weeks ago. I think, but I was playing the Star Wars Outlaws, and but there's so many games coming out right now. But I was glad that I'm not playing this one alone. So like, because is the co-op. You can co-op the campaign. So if we do get into trouble, we could play together. But then there's like two different kind of story modes. There's like the main campaign, and then there's the co-op campaign, which is not your character but a group throughout. So I don't know how far you
there's like one mission that I just did where it's like there's two groups. One are going to do objective A and the other one's doing the support objective B.
So we can group up as a support objective, and that's what the co-op missions are, or the kind of co-op campaign stuff. So I'm eager to like see how that kind of, how those work. I hear those are really fun, and you get to it unlocks a whole nother level of like, you get to like decorate your character however you want to. You unlock a bunch of different stuff to make it unique, and you can level up certain things. Like it's a way more robust in a leveling type of thing than the main campaign. The main campaign's just kind of play through story, kill shit. The other one's meant to be replayed and have a lot, do a lot of different stuff. And then they do have a fucking multiplayer kill thing that's, I guess, buggy and broken, but a lot of fun to play. I haven't tried it yet.
I've heard it isn't perfect, but I've heard it's a lot of fun. Despite it or because of it, maybe.
Right. But that's just the thing that, like, this is such a game of that PS3 360 era where, like, you would get all of this stuff in a game.
I get a lot of Gears of War vibes from, like, just
the chainsaw sword.
And the chainsaw sword and the gore as well. There's a lot of, like, gore, isn't there?
Super violent.
Does it have the roadie run like Gears?
No, I mean, you can run, but it's not a cover shooter. This game wants you to be in the shit. Like, you're constantly just in the shit.
Okay. You're either shooting them at distance or you're fighting them close up, and it kind of forces you to go close up because there's just so many bad guys come at once that you're basically just trying to thin the herd.
So did you get the jetpack yet? Did you do that?
No,
mission?
I haven't got the jetpack.
So that's where I just finished that mission.
Yeah,
and that's a lot of fucking fun, dude.
I have found a couple of difficulty spikes where I'm just like the radar dish mission. It took me multiple tries to get through that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's because of the parry versus dodge. I haven't got that in my head yet. The blue versus red.
I guess the cool thing during the campaign is that you are with your other two teammates.
Yes.
You have like AI, and they actually do a pretty good job of killing shit. Like they do a pretty good job of staying out of your way. They kill shit. They will come resurrect you if you die.
Yes, I've not had any issues with like them getting stuck or being terrible teammates for whatever reason.
But the dish thing is where you have to like knock off all the bats on the
the bats and the swarms.
Yeah. I just like fucking I had a weapon that was shooting fireballs, so I just kept...
Once I found the gun with the grenade launcher built in, it was a lot easier because you could just fire a grenade launcher at it, and because before that I was just running out of ammo trying to pick them off,
Nick's well, anyway,
There's a ruse about.
There is a ruse about. But anyway, where we at? Yeah, we can move on. But I think the game is really fun. It's really, I think it looks great. I've already taken
Yeah.
photos. Like it's a game that Ian vibes with when he starts taking fucking photos.
It does look amazing. It does look amazing. And when you see the Tyranids like appear in the distance, and there's like swarms of them, and you can kind of see them getting over each obstacle and kind of getting closer. It's really cool. And so I'm really enjoying it. I would recommend it. You know.
And you got a disc copy, so someone's gonna try it.
Yep.
But yeah, I think it's a really great game. I look forward to finishing it. What would I want to say? I think it's definitely it's in the 8.5 for me right now. We'll see how it goes.
I feel like I know I'm kind of with you. I don't think it's the perfect game. It's a fun game though. I mean, I like the universe, I like the acting, and it's kind of interesting.
I like the stuff that's going on with Titus and like the brothers and stuff.
Yeah,
and
I like
kind
how
of
they call each
turmoil
other
and all that
brother
stuff,
and the way they speak.
But I
Yeah.
don't know about the overarching story so far. It doesn't seem very. It's just like
Yeah,
it's like what is going on really? Is there really the Tyranids are the threat?
I mean,
Is
it's
there
the 41st millennium. They're constantly at war. Isn't that the
Sounds great.
Yeah. They all have these cool spaceships and shit. I don't know. It's a cool thing. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to keep playing it. I was looking at how long it takes to beat it. It only looks about like maybe a 10-hour game.
Yeah, I think it's 8 to 10 hours for the single player, and then
like
you
another
can play
few hours. Yeah.
those co-op kind of single player missions. Want of a better description, and another few hours.
Yeah.
So.
So definitely I'll be beating this probably within this month, just before Dragon Age. So we will have at least one of us will have a final review, probably both of us, a verdict when we beat this game. But so far I'm pretty high up on it. Okay, Aaron, I'm sorry you're still having issues, bruh.
He can't get his microphone working. That sounds like an operating system level kind of thing. So maybe dig deeper into your system and not Discord settings.
Let's see. Who has played anything else they would like to talk about? Jared or Nick?
I mean, I beat a game I got free on Epic, which I don't play many games on Epic.
Was it Epic?
Yeah, the Epic Store. You get
the
like
game Epic?
Oh no, it's kind of like a cozy game. There's no danger, you can't die, anything like that.
Cat Quest 3.
A Jared asked Jared walking simulator. Is that what
Well, you're a mouse and you have to go and do chores and fetch quests and make people happy so you can
Nothing
help
I
your
like doing
little
in a
spark
video
dude
game
go
more
back.
than being a mouse and doing chores.
Yeah, it's called The Spirit and the Mouse, and it's free on Epic. As of last Thursday.
Chores in my life.
Yes, I did add that to my library. I remember that.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I probably finished it in 4 or 5 hours, so it's pretty quick. And it looks good, runs good on my PC. So
And that's the only thing you've been playing?
I mean, I'm still playing like Astrobot.
Oh, okay.
I mean, even though I got the platinum in it, it's still fun to play. I help my daughters through levels and things like that. Though it's funny because the very final bot that people need to collect is at the end of the like ultimate challenge level. And when I went through that, I was on fire because I had been doing all the challenge levels, just running through, getting all the puzzle pieces, all the bots and all that stuff, doing all the challenge stuff. And then I just kind of blitzed through that mission. It's like the longest, like all the platforming challenge stuff, like the hardest stuff in the game. And I cruised through it in like 3-4 tries. I can't do it again. I can barely get through the second part. Like I was on fire when I did that.
That's funny.
I feel like that playing the guitar sometimes. It's like the first time I play the tune and it's like oh, it works, and then I try. After a while, it just gets worse. Not better.
Yeah. And a lot of times, if I'm having troubles at night, I just need to go to sleep, get some rest, and I'll wake up on a weekend or something and try it in the morning or something like that, and I'll just cruise right through it. Your brain just gets tired and fuzzy. You have delayed reaction and things like that.
Yeah, sometimes you have to step away before you can step back, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Like sometimes I'll like beat my head against the wall for a while on certain parts of games and just come back fresh after a few days and just get it on the first try or something like that. It's funny.
It's
Yeah, that's
definitely like
where
that.
works.
It was definitely like that for me with like Elden Ring.
Yeah.
There'd be boss fights where I knew what I had to do, and I was just getting so frustrated that I just had to like walk away for a night and come back the next day, and then like a couple tries and have it beat. And it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That genre of game. Yeah, absolutely. You just kind of give yourself a break, let your brain rest, do some other things, maybe play a different game for a little bit and then go back. And you usually just crush it. So, yeah, just have patience with the games and don't beat your head against it and eventually make it so the game gives you bad feelings and bad thoughts because in the end it's really a stellar game. You just need to give yourself some time.
I think it's also I think games that are rewarding like that, like Baldur's Gate 3 is an example where like you'd be stuck at a moment and you'd have a situation where you kept getting fucked, walk away, and then you could start formulating other ideas, not necessarily what you needed to do. Sure, there's a way that you could. The way I was doing it, I could probably do it that way eventually, but the game lets you do so much that if you just kind of take a breather and like, well, maybe I could do this actually instead. Mm-hmm. And then you walk back in, it's like, oh, it does work, and it's way faster. And it's like, why didn't I just do this the first time? Yeah. It made it fucking easy. It's like,
that was easy.
We talked about Baldur's Gate, but there's certain games like that do shit like that. That's like, oh, that's, yes, of course. Mm-hmm. Of course. All right. How about you, Nick? What I know what you've been playing. Well, you've been playing a lot of stuff, but what do you got going on?
Well, first I'll start with kind of a little thing that.
Actually, what you should do first, actually, Nick, I apologize. You should talk about the beer really quick.
The beer.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I finished this Frame West Coast IPA, and I didn't hate it. It was tasty. I just kind of disagreed with some of the tasting notes. Well, not fully disagree because there's just one flavor, the sweet cannabis, that not sure I can wrap my head around that one, but
sweet icky sticky. Icky?
Yep.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was a fine West Coast fresh hop IPA that, I mean, I'd drink it again. Not a favorite, but I mean, it's
maybe next year it'll be better.
A lot of those like trial beers that they make are kind of hit and miss.
I mean, I'm not saying this is a miss, and it's not really a hit either, but
it's just another one on the shelf.
Hey,
it is really hard to stand out as a West Coast IPA, isn't it? It's like
on the West Coast.
Yeah.
So what's this other one you're drinking?
This is the Ruse Brewing. As we've determined earlier, it's a triple dry hop West Coast India Pale Ale. Oh, actually, before I go, I wanted to mention. Actually, I think it was on the website. I just wanted to, because it was a fresh hop IPA. The fresh hops that they used were Centennial and. Maybe Dave can help me with this. CGX fresh hops.
My guess is they're someone's brand name. I don't know. CGX.
Well, it was Amarillo Amarillo and Centennial hops. Mm-hmm. Or I wonder.
Did you say CJX?
CGX.
CGX hops.
So,
Lupin pellets, cryogenic hops.
Okay, that's what I was about to say, was maybe there are those cryo hops. But anyway, moving on to this one. When we earlier mentioned that this was a triple dry hop, so the hops that they're using here are Mosaic, Simcoe, and Simcoe Hyper Boost. Apparently, it's also Yeah.
What's the ABV?
Is this the 90s?
Yeah, it came out of the Genesis with a God, I can't think of that stupid chip they were using for Sonic blast processing.
Yeah. Yeah, where's the blast processing IPAs?
Yeah, versus the FX chip. Yeah, the other one had the FX chip.
Yeah, Dave,
Pilot
our
Wings,
new
the
our
beer.
Dave, our new beer should be a BPA, a blast pale ale.
Blast processing ale.
Yeah.
or blast processing ale. Yes, just like as you drink
Yeah,
it, just
do
fucking
it.
just like blows out your ass. It's like,
Like
just
speed.
it's just like,
It's like liquid cocaine.
we
or
brew it
liquid
with we brew it with X-Lax. So as soon as you drink it, it just blows out your ass. It's like blast processing. We can make it a milky chocolate stout, actually.
Oh, gross.
Oh, Ian's favorite, yeah.
Yeah, Milkman chocolate stout.
Yeah, baby.
Milkman's blast processing ale.
So the ABV on it, I think you just 6.6%.
A little less than the other one.
Mm-hmm. And and the fresh hop is fresh Simcoe hops.
Cool. Well, you drink that on down, and let's talk about video games now. What are you playing?
Well, I started playing Saints Row. I think I started Friday night, and last night you joined me for a little bit of a
this
for a couple of
sexy
missions and-
bikini-clad lady joined Nick's world and just rode on top of his car and shot people.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's good times. It was actually a lot of fun.
rode with this basic bitch.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
Good.
I could see that game being a lot of fun. It's like, it's kind of stupid, but
It's stupid. Nick is, Nick was playing it the other night, and so like when we did our couch co-op, I was like, "Hey, I saw you were playing that. I'll download it and join you. If you're still on." And then he was, and I joined, and we played for about an hour maybe, and then I got booted.
Yeah,
It said he left the game, so I thought he just went to bed or crashed or something, and then
yeah.
Fell asleep.
fell asleep. And I was talking to him. I was like, "Are you still there? Hello?" And there's nothing. And so then I just shut it. Well, actually, I didn't. I turned that game off, and I went in and played some Crucible in Destiny for an hour or so, and then went to bed.
Yeah.
But this morning, I find out that like Nick was still playing, and I didn't get to didn't help him with the mission. I feel bad.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Well, part of the problem is like I mentioned it when we were playing, is that I think the game volume was a lot higher than voice volume, so it's like I really couldn't actually hear you at some points,
Gotcha.
or I could like barely pick you up. So I mean, I need to go back through and
Adjust
if
the
I can-
volume.
yeah.
So what do you
but,
think of the game? I know everyone got it for free on PS Plus, but what do you know?
Yeah, I think I'm a sucker that. I mean, I probably paid for it, but
Oh,
well, maybe I did get it on. I can't remember if I,
I
got
think
it on
you got
PS
it
Plus or
you probably got it for Plus. I think
maybe I did.
I think I'm the only one that bought it.
Yeah.
Well,
you got it
I
on
think
launch.
I got it on launch. I spent $70 on that gem of a game.
Well, I mean, I say I bought it, but I think I bought it like when it was like on like a
Oh, a sale.
like during a sale.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe. That's possible.
And it was really nice because it was, there's a lot of similarities to Grand Theft Auto. So even in terms of control, so it was just kind of slid right in, and like most of the controls were very. I mean, that and the weapon wheel. I mean, I'm already kind of familiar with something like that, so I don't know. It just, it's like I just kind of slid right in, and everything just kind of felt comfortable. So that was nice. So I mean, I'm sure that probably helped a lot with me actually getting into the game and just playing it and driving around. And
His character is
Like-
funny. It just seems like a little teenage boy with like shorts and like a shirt.
Yeah.
It's like I felt like I'm like all the like tall Amazonian bikini lady, and he's like this
So-
short little dude. It's just like it's funny.
so shame on me.
There you
I did
go.
not embrace the customization aspect of it. I just
You can go back and do it.
Yeah,
You just
there's
go
plenty
into,
of time.
You just go back into your hideout
fine.
bathroom and hit the mirror or something. You can like do whatever. You can change your. You can do whatever you want.
Well, the other thing
That's
is,
fine.
you want to
It
go
was
to
just-
the shops and get like the right clothing, you know.
It was more of a I didn't really care what my
Right,
character looked
right.
like. I just wanted to jump into the game.
All I do is care.
Yeah.
And I know I talk,
But-
I said, the game is what it is. But I mean, I've spent at this point, I think I've played a little bit with Rev, Matt. I've played with Nick. I think I've put probably close to 50, 60 hours in that game now. So like, whatever. I got my money out of that fucking game.
Well, you got the platinum in Saints Row 3
All
and
that
4, didn't
matters.
you?
Only 3. I didn't bother with 4.
Oh, okay.
I stopped with 4. I've played through 4 a couple times, but
Yeah.
I didn't try to platinum it. No.
Okay.
Anyway,
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
but it was fun.
Yep.
So I
Aaron
recommend
has a voice now.
it. Hey.
Yay.
He was using his phone,
But-
right? Is that what's going
Yeah.
on?
Have you been playing anything, Aaron?
Not really, except for I got a little further in that game too, and it makes it's actually now more fun since you finally find the sword in that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
get a
you're
little
using
more
a
powerful.
Well, it just sucks because in that game you have a stick for the longest. It feels like the longest fucking time. You can't get anywhere, and then you find the sword. It's like okay, it's like now playing with gasoline in a sense, and
Superpower.
And I hear it's a hard ass
It's-
game, so it's like
it doesn't help matters.
It's challenging. It is.
It doesn't help matters. There's really no like. It's kind of the old school Zelda. It's literally like Zelda, but with a fox instead.
Well,
It-
it
it
has
just-
this thing where as you play it, you learn and kind of unlock the instruction manual
Which
on what
is
to do and how to play it. It's really weird.
Absurd.
Yeah. And the hints
No.
are very archaic.
Oh my god, they're like in a completely different language. Anything like it's completely made up. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I don't know this. I don't know what language this is.
Yeah.
Can't you do like at least something where I can look it up on Google Translate if I needed to? Like if it's in Japanese or in Chinese or in Vietnamese or in Spanish or in Russian or something, give me something I can type what that means and go from there, not in Runic.
Yeah, it was a solid 8.5 when I played through it. It was a good game. Real good game.
It's I'm definitely now more interested since I got that sword. I can do things and actually fight them instead of having to hit and run. Like
Battles are a bit more fun, yeah.
yeah, it's definitely more fun now.
it's a classic gamer game. It's for those
Yeah.
guys that like the Nintendo.
Well,
Mhm.
it is, but the character's a lot more adorable. It's a fox. I mean, it's better than staring at a blonde-haired little boy. Half
I
the time.
mean, I guess
Thank
you'd
very
have to ask, certain people. You have to ask P Diddy. I don't know.
much. Oh,
There's
not
not
too
enough
soon.
baby
That's
oil
good.
in the world.
That's a good one.
Enough on that topic.
Hey,
No,
let's
no,
let's
Let's
everyone
move
just,
along.
Let's everyone just take our pants off and let's start our own little Discord freak off.
I like my pants
What are
on.
you saying?
I'm
P Diddy
okay.
had a different form of his white parties?
White party isn't a different phrase, buddy.
I thought the whole Justin Timberlake, not just Justin Bieber thing. I was melding two P Diddy and Justin Bieber things together. Like Justin Bieber's like a little blonde, like Link, and then P Diddy.
Oh yeah.
Likes to Diddy the P.
So who was talking about Arkanoid last week? To switch topics.
That
was
was me, but 2
I-
weeks ago. 'Cause,
I
the
just
demo that I
bought
did for Dave.
Arkanoid Eternal Battle for like $3. It's on sale right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can't wait for next week's free games. I'm definitely gonna risk playing it at nighttime. Dead Space is one of the free games
Oh,
for
yeah.
next month. Sorry,
Perfect month for
Tuesday.
it to come out. They did
the
awesome on
remake.
that.
Yeah, remake,
Dead
yeah.
Space remake, and Nick gets a wrestling game.
Oh yeah.
Yay.
And what's the third game?
Doki Doki.
Oh.
something
Oh, the
like-
Literature Club.
Literature
I've heard
Club.
that's pretty crazy. I might play through that.
We got something for everybody in the.
Well,
in
I
the-
think
in
I
the
might
couch.
have it on the PC, and I've heard like the game kind of messes with you, and you have to go and change like some of the files on your computer and delete stuff off your computer to progress and do like really weird stuff. So I don't know, I might check it out on PC instead. So it's like kind of a horror game.
Even though it's
Okie dokie.
disguised, even though
Yeah,
it's
it's
disguised as an
disguised.
anime
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, so
it's-
absolutely try it out. I'm super interested. Like when it first came out, people were talking about it. I'm like, that sounds really weird.
It's
and
like
neat.
it's like a talkie adventure.
It's all story.
Yeah.
story thing, but yeah.
The literature club it really makes sense, I'm sure, because you have to read lots and lots.
Okay, definitely good to know. I never heard of this game. It just looked like it was being one of those like institutional adventure.
It's a very
things that
Japanese
horror.
game.
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, it's definitely disguised as a adorable dating sim.
That's what it looked like to me. I was like, I don't know about that. And
Yeah.
then the wrestling one, I'm like, that's not for me. But ooh, Dead Space, hello.
Maybe
Something
Dave would get a
involving
kick out of
sexual
it.
torture a little bit.
Sure, yeah, with the thing called the necromorphs hacking
Yeah.
and slashing at you. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Anyone else
It's
played
nothing torture.
Oh, anyone else played anything this week? Oh, Nick does. What else do you have, Nick?
Well, I've been doing like an experiment.
Yeah?
So there's two mobile games. I mean, one I don't play so much anymore.
Ooh.
One that I play currently, Fallout Shelter and Evany. Played them both on mobile devices. Just for kicks. Fallout Shelter, I kind of avoided it on a console until just recently, and just decided to give it a whirl just to kind of see how it was on console. And
Okay.
I miss I don't like it as much on the console. I prefer it much more on mobile setting just because of the ease of the tap. I mean, has anybody here played Fallout Shelter? Am I the only one?
First came out, I played
When it first came out, I
10
played it,
minutes of
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Same
did.
with
Yeah,
that.
I did not.
It's it's a game that when you get to a certain point, you're just kind of done with it. And but
Speaking of, I believe there's a Skyrim. I think it's called Skyrim Towers. Is very similar to that. Just came out.
Oh, really?
Mm.
On
Yeah.
mobile?
Yeah. So Skyrim has a version of that now.
Just what we need.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ian, hint.
Or
There you go, Nick. Go try it, Nick.
Oh, boy.
Get on it.
No, I'm right there.
Yeah, it's not Fallout.
here we go.
Nathaniel's mobile
Oh.
minute.
But continue. Sorry about that, Nick.
I guess not.
No,
Nick.
that's fine. But
Didn't have the
I
same
mean,
thing.
it makes you really like playing it on console. Really makes you miss how you can just like tap stuff to either to do whatever you need to do versus having to cycle through stuff with the controller, like cycle through all the settlers before you get to the one that either needs to level up or spit out a kid or whatever.
But okay, hold on. Okay, you're having this issue with the with the console version, but there's probably a
Yeah.
Switch version, right?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
So you could do
Switch
that on
got the Elder Scrolls Blades.
Can't you?
That
you
was
could-
another free
yeah,
to play.
You could probably do it on the Switch and have all the controls.
No, that's
And I
fine.
wanted to correct
it's
myself.
It's just the tapping that, and
Yeah.
part of the reason
Or am I dumb? Does the Switch have tap controls?
It does.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
that's
kind
a
of
like
touchscreen.
I don't fucking touch that.
When was the last time your
god-awful-
Switch was turned on?
I played Bayonetta for a hot minute.
What?
Yeah, not this week. A couple weeks ago,
Okay.
I played through a couple levels.
Cool.
Don't shame me,
no.
Jared.
Yeah. You can, hopefully you beat it. It's fun.
Anyway,
It's
sorry.
fun. It's
Nick,
fun.
Go ahead, Nick. Continue on your
yeah,
experiment.
this was just more of a it's like I wanted to see how it was. If I got it on the Switch, then I don't know how much different it would be playing it on a Switch versus mobile devices, or mobile device versus actually having to use a controller. And now I know, and I don't like it as much, but at least now I can get trophies for it, I guess, even though
Hey.
I don't care about trophies. But
Oh, are there
Not
trophies?
yet.
for it?
Maybe someday.
yeah,
Well, if it's on PlayStation, yeah, of course.
Not
yeah.
every game has trophies though.
Yeah.
But
That's
I
true.
mean, it's also a free to play game. But so
Yeah.
And then the other game that I was experimenting with, the other mobile game was Evany, which I play all the time on my iPad.
Wow.
When I started setting up my laptop,
Here
I
we
went
go.
and found the PC version of that,
Mhm.
and
I've never had a PC version of that game.
yeah, I still linked it to my account, so it's like I'm still playing
Oh.
Right.
my same
Cool.
account, but it's nice to have like a larger screen to see everything and actually move around
Yeah.
the mouse to do stuff.
Oh, your laptop doesn't
So
have a non-touch screen?
no, it actually does have a touch screen, but I mean,
Oh,
it's nice that I don't have to rely on that,
Oh, okay.
especially because I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to clean the screen yet.
right.
Microfiber, baby.
Okay. But yeah, there's that. But I mean, it's also kind of a different experience where I'm actually enjoying playing on the laptop versus
How long have you been playing Envy?
little over. Oh, it'll probably be 3 years at the end of this year.
And then Fallout
Whoa.
Shelter is older than that. Have you been playing Fallout Shelter since it launched?
Yeah, I played it shortly after launch. I mean, I've kind of come back to it from time to time.
Jeez.
But I don't play it regularly, and
No, this is more a
I
curiosity
mean, I do
run.
now. Yeah, that's basically
Gotcha.
curiosity. See if I can platinum it and whatever. So I'm pretty sure whatever achievements that they have for the platinum, I'm pretty sure I've already done them on mobile anyway.
Huh.
Well, I have one more video game thing I wanted to talk about. I mentioned I was playing some Destiny. Gotta mention the
Aw.
Destiny.
No, I saw.
But so I've been mostly just playing Crucible since I've gone back lately, and I decided to take. I've never tried it. I decided to play ranked, competitive Crucible,
Oh, nice.
and I actually like this mode a lot. It's 3v3. So like in the regular control, you have 3 nodes you have to take control and hold. There's 3 of them. In the 3v3 version, there's just one, and it rotates. So everyone rushes to the one, kills, holds it for as long as they can, and that's how the points rack up. And then you race to the other one. So you're killing, holding. So you have to hold it to score points. So it makes it, I don't know.
Your team's less divided.
You're constantly on each other. Like, so it's like, you're not, yeah. So it does feel more like a team thing. I like the fact that, I mean, that's the big part of it. The 3v3 is kind of cool because it's kind of less chaos, but more chaos. Anyway, I haven't gotten good at it yet because the people that are in there are really good. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I'm very surprised, and I feel bad that I didn't try it a lot sooner. So anyway, there you go. And so when I fail at a lot of those games, I'll go back into regular control, the 6v6 one, and I'll just mop the floor. It's like a whole it seems way easier now. It's a very funny thing. So anyway, I just wanted to say that. Destiny.
Cool.
But I haven't tried any of the new content or like the last part of the season. I haven't started any of that really, and
When's that season end? I still haven't played through.
it's
part
probably got
3.
a few weeks.
Yeah,
I wanted to
better
hit like rank 200.
Oh yeah,
But
getting close.
I'm at like 163.
Okay.
But I probably won't. I don't know. We'll see. I got Space Marine, so
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You got other shooty shoots to play.
other shooty shoots.
Yes.
Anyway,
Shoot, indeed.
There's
let's-
always more bad guys to shoot.
let's do some
Well,
couch. Oh, go
Well,
ahead.
Ian, I wanted to correct the name of the game so you know which one to download. It's called The Elder Scrolls Castles. Is the Fallout?
Not towers.
Yeah,
Elder Scrolls Castles.
The Elder Scrolls Castles.
Castles have towers.
They
Towers do not have
That's
castles.
That's true.
All right. Cool. Let's do some couch co-optionals and then some trivia and get out of here. See, I said it this time.
Hey. All right.
There
Not
you
that
go.
not that I ever forget anyway. Anyway, generally.
Never.
Yeah, you've just got to say it before Jared jumps in.
Yeah. All right, Jared. What do you got? Something?
Yeah. I just binge watched. I loved every second of it. Show directed by Zack Snyder on Netflix called Twilight of the Gods.
Oh, the
It's an
anime.
animated
That's
show.
weird.
Yeah, it's really good. There's like 8 episodes, and every season's awesome. It's like Greek mythology kind of stuff, Thor and whatever. So it's a different
Nice.
kind of take on that for revenge, and
Super violent.
the characters are great. Yeah, super violent. Really, really well done. Great show. Great characters. Absolutely watch it. Netflix.
Cool. All right. How about you, Dave?
It's toss up. There's two things, but I'm gonna go with Daryl Dixon. I watched the Walking Dead
Oh my
spin-off
god.
in France.
Damn.
I wasn't expecting much of it, to be quite honest, because I watched the last season of Fear of the Dead or whatever it is. and
Fear
that
of the
was
Walking
like,
Dead.
Fear of the
Yes.
Walking Dead. I've watched all of that, and it just got ridiculous towards the end. Well, not that the Walking Dead has not been ridiculous.
It's funny.
but-
There's a period of time where, because I don't watch any of that, but Bryn watches those shows. I think she actually, there was a period of time where she liked Fear of the Walking Dead more than The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Huh,
I did. The
interesting.
first couple of seasons were really good, and I really enjoyed them. And then the characters just started acting against type and becoming stupid. But anyway, Daryl Dixon, I really enjoyed it. It was set in France, which was a nice change, and it was just a fun watch. It did have one or two like weird things going on.
What do you, Jared?
Point Nick, he's rating his
Nick's
beers.
over there.
Yeah.
On mine.
Anyway,
he's over there.
that's my
depends on your
couch. That's my
screen.
couch co-optional. Is
Okay.
the Daryl Dixon.
yeah. I really enjoyed it.
It has
So,
what's her name too?
Carol.
Carol's
Comes,
in it too. Yeah.
yeah, she comes
Oh.
back. Well,
Spoiler.
yeah, spoiler.
Eh.
Well, she hasn't yet, but they kind of imply
Uh,
that she might.
All right, Nick. How about you? Oh, you wanted to talk about what beer won tonight? Nope, not gonna talk about that first. Oh, they're about.
Well, we're doing co-optionals, so
We are due, but you could like tell which beer won first if you want.
Huh.
The Ruse wins by a hair.
What is
Yeah.
that?
It's a West Coast triple. It says it's triple hop. Actually, I think I read it wrong earlier, but so
It's the one with the wild
triple
can cover.
dry hopped with Columbus Cryo, Mosaic Simcoe,
Um,
and Simcoe Hyper Boost.
Oh yeah, the blast processing. Does it have a name
Yeah.
though?
What's that?
Just like a does
Oh,
it have
this-
like a
Oh, it's a deception test.
deception test? That's
Fresh
what you,
hop deception test.
that's
from
what you
Ruse
wanted,
Brewing.
Aaron. Deception
Yes.
test.
Yep.
okay.
All right, that's the winner.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, both of them were. I mean, they were
Yeah.
very similar. Like when I
I
moved
mean,
to
one had
from one to the
cannabis and
other.
one didn't.
Yeah,
One was
but I
pot
mean,
infused and the other wasn't.
but I did like the aftertaste of this one too. So
That's good.
there's that. But anyway, on to the co-optional. I haven't seen it yet. Looking forward to it. But while we're on the Netflix train, the Vince McMahon documentary.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I saw the trailer for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I watched the trailer. I almost watched it today, but I watched something else.
Ah.
Cool.
So,
All right.
I'll be
He's
kind of
gonna pre-recommend. So if it
Yeah.
sucks,
Yeah.
you guys all know
Can we
where to
send
write
it?
to. Send
Yep.
your complaints to
Come at me.
Lord Beerstro at the Couch Co-op Show.
Yeah. Listen here, you little shit.
All right. How about you, Aaron? What you got?
Well, okay. I have a couple things, but I gotta get the. I want to keep talking more about.
Can I say
Well,
one thing
actually,
before
no.
you? Can I say one more thing?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know how big into tennis any of you guys are. But you remember
Zero.
when John McEnroe played tennis against Bjorn Borg?
Nope.
No.
Vaguely.
He played
Well, I
against the
just-
Borg?
Yeah.
McEnroe? Yeah. Well, Aaron looks like if you Google Bjorn Borg, Aaron look not no more. No. You have to keep the hat on because he wears a hair bandana, and so the way his hair is, it looks.
Oh yeah.
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 I've gotten that. Let's see. My wife for a hot minute thought I looked
Isn't that
like
great?
a Foo Fighters
Yeah.
lead singer.
Anyway, sorry,
Okay,
Funny.
Aaron. Go ahead.
Oh.
Your couch co-op.
that's right. Side note: my wife thinks it looked like what's his name from the Foo Fighters, the lead singer.
The one
why
that's
would John
cheating on
Carter-
his wife and
Yep.
Dave Grohl.
Because Dave Grohl. That's what she
Really?
said it looked like for a hot minute. And
You need to like
then,
dye all that hair black then. Really look like him.
well, not
Yeah.
gonna happen. Anyway, I gotta
Learn to
say,
fly too. with
oh
that hair.
God, no. And then how? Anyway, no. This is book I've been reading, listening to. It's called Ghost Station. It's about the psychiatrist, a psychologist that gets put on a team that does not like her at all, and shit just kind of goes sideways when they get to this like desolate planet. But it turns out it's like a infected type. Like people get infected and they try and pretty much kill each other, or not kill each other, but kill themselves to get whatever the fuck is going on out of them. They just go batshit crazy, and it's just. I'm trying to look for something that's like Dead Space. This is about as Dead Space as I can get right now, but it's pretty good. I highly recommend reading it. It's good. I was gonna recommend The Bear, but I did already. But
You did do that already.
I
Yeah,
did.
last week.
So, yep. And I'm in end of season 2 right now. Speaking of which, but no.
So my favorite
recommendation is-
episode, Aaron, is the one where he sends Cuz to that other restaurant. That's the one right
Oh,
after
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I love that
Oh.
episode. I've seen that. I've rewatched that episode like 5-6 times. I love that
His
episode
feel-
so much. It's like
he's
where
grown
it's like
so
where he
much.
becomes. It's like where he grows and becomes.
Yeah.
He becomes a person, and so then when you watch the season finale, it all like blooms. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I think we just got past the Christmas one, and we're in the episode where they just passed the gas test,
Right.
the gas leak test. But yeah. Anyway, so no, my recommendation is that book I was telling you guys, Ghost Station. That is excited. Like I said, I recommended Bear last week, and this week I'm gonna do something different.
Good.
That
cool.
Ghost Station. Check it out if you like horror thrillers, psychological shit.
Oh, we love
Go
horrors.
on it.
We love horrors here at Couch Co-op.
Especially ghost horrors.
Mm.
Anyway, that's mine.
So I have two really quick ones. A while ago, Jack White, he released this vinyl record that you could only get free in his stores. He gave it out for free. It was called No Name. I downloaded a vinyl rip off YouTube to listen to it for a while. He finally released it wide on vinyl and other platforms, and so I bought that. I bought it on vinyl. It's a fucking awesome album. It's like the closest thing to White Stripes he's done since the White Stripes. So like all his other music he's kind of done, but this is like the most White Stripes album. So if you're jonesing for like kind of classic Jack White, fucking just that blues rock shit that was the White Stripes, this No Name Jack White album is the thing. It is so good. I think it just has some fucking sick ass riffs, and it's super cool. It's just I dig it. Then secondly, on Netflix, this is gonna be kind of a weird one, but I watched the Ellen DeGeneres' her new and final stand up, and I thought it was actually really good. It's a little, the opening is a little schmaltzy, the way they set it up, but I get it, and I enjoyed everything she said. I thought it was really funny and kind of poignant, and kind of how Hollywood kind of just, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't 100% fair. I don't think it was really kind of fair what happened to her, but I think she does a good job of explaining it in the show, and she's pretty funny still, and it's cool that she's on Netflix and she gets to go out the way she wants to go out, as opposed to the way they try to force her out. So, anyway, those are my two couch co-optionals.
There we go.
Jared, what is our trivia tonight?
I need to pull that back up.
Yeah, you
So-
do.
Since it was the launch of the Nintendo 64, what were the code names it went by?
Dolphin and Ultra 64, wasn't it?
I knew Dolphin, but I know the second one.
it wasn't the Dolphin.
Dolphin's
I
the
forgot what
GameCube, isn't it?
that was the
Oh, Dolphin's
GameCube.
GameCube.
Yeah, but
GameCube.
Ultra 64 was one of them. But when they
I know
first
that.
partnered up with Silicon Graphics, they used the code name Project Reality.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
What?
Project Turd.
Yeah, that's when it was just a concept, and then after they had the test model, it was called the Ultra 64.
Oh.
It was called Project. We're still going to use cartridges.
Yeah, and then PlayStation finally
They
came out
haven't-
and destroyed it.
Wait, no, didn't the
Massive.
PlayStation come out before the Nintendo 64?
No,
It did.
Yeah.
I thought it did.
no,
Yeah, it came out in '95.
did it? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, because N64 came out in
I got my
'96.
64.
That's
Because
right.
the PlayStation is like what 32, and like that's why the 64
Yeah.
is the 64. Like, oh, we're double this
That's
guy.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I think in '94 in Japan, PlayStation came out.
yeah. I remember playing the PlayStation and reading all about the N64, and it hadn't come out yet.
Yeah.
In 1997 was when Ian decided to say "fuck Nintendo."
Well, I still remember seeing like the
No.
concept, the tech demo or graphics pictures of Final Fantasy VII on the N64.
Just to go back to what Nick said, I said fuck Nintendo around the Genesis Super Nintendo era because I was a Genesis
Okay,
kid.
fine. Then maybe you just said it again just to reiterate.
Okay.
In
So,
1997.
in 1997, just randomly.
Well, yeah. After
Well,
you
that
had already
is-
seen
oh,
what
I
the
was-
N64.
I was dating this redheaded hobbit. I was going to Clackamas Community College. I was like, fuck my life. Fuck this place. Fuck Nintendo.
Fuck
Just
Nintendo.
randomly.
Double fuck Nintendo.
Yeah.
Fuck it. My whole life sucks.
Funny.
All right. Cool. Well, that's another show, everybody. And you know, Nick, if you want to hop in on the Discord, you can see Bjorn Stellar, Wimbledon
Yeah.
champion.
That's funny.
Boy.
Anyway, I want to. Hey, good show, guys. Fun, a lot of fun. Glad everyone's here. I'm glad you at least pulled out the phone, Aaron, and hopped on.
Had to figure it out.
Hopefully, you can figure it out so you can get your system back up and
Yes.
running.
Yeah,
But,
you
yes.
and Jared, the both of you.
Yeah,
Maybe
Jared
you should do a
too.
test show.
Jared's new setup. He's trying to run here. He's gonna have all
There
these
you go.
all these doodads and stuff. He's gonna like sirens and the Z Morning Zoo. You know, all this
Yeah, I
kinda
mean, it's funny. I got it from my father-in-law.
Look at all this.
Oh.
That has some
Fancy boy.
buttons
I
and
thought
dials and
I
stuff.
thought JPK was gonna say something like that.
But JPK is saying shit.
Whatever happened
He's
to him
out.
anyway?
Oh, I should put some new soundboard stuff up in ours.
Good call.
Anyway, yeah, good show, everybody. I want to thank everyone for listening or watching. You know, you can find our podcast on all the platforms: Spotify, iTunes, Audible through Amazon. You can watch us on Spotify, or you can watch us on YouTube.com/MilkmanPictures.
You can't listen to it on my iPad because I was on this show, so sorry.
There you go.
Whoops.
Sure. Okay. There you go. See, we haven't been streaming the last. I don't know. Maybe we'll start streaming again. I don't know. I don't. No one cares about streaming.
Fuck Nintendo, fuck Twitch.
No.
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
Okay,
We're just
keep
hanging
going.
out. I was looking at this Instagram post today, and it says like men need two what is it?
BJ's a day.
No, yeah. Well,
Well,
it's almost that. No, guy days. You know, they need to like hang out with their guy friends twice a week to be healthy. It was like some, I don't know, Huffington Post or some random weird thing that's just like guys need to like hang out with their friends twice a week.
Certainly wasn't published by my
Because
fiance.
it's how they
Right.
you know how they release emotion and have fun and you know gets the shit off their chest and feel like they're normal, you know. So this is one of those days. So and then I don't know how you guys figure out the other week. Yeah, it's up to you. But I'm glad to be bringing this service to you guys.
Thank you for serving us, Ian.
Yeah,
Great.
it's like a
Yes.
blowjob, just not as good.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
job
like
in
doing that.
arcades.
Anyway, we are the Couch Co-op Show. I'm Ian. That's Jared, Dave, Nick, and Aaron. I want to thank them for joining me here on the couch. Remember to please be excellent to each other.
And hang out with your buddies twice a week.
Yeah.
It's
Wild
better than,
stallions
better
and
than a
stuff.
blowjob.
Yeah, and bust a nut weekly or daily. Actually, I believe. That's another health tip.
That's right.
Yeah, I think he's constantly backed up.
I
All the
don't know
time,
anything
or
about that.
doesn't at all?
I don't remember. I don't remember what I said.
Couch Co-op.
I'm trying to remember, but if I say something at some point, wouldn't surprise me. That'd be right.